this after me when I'm done. Okay, so if you've just done that sequence where you did the ribs and the T-spine and you saw the shoulder internal rotation get better, you want to consider sending them home with some thoracic mobility to maintain it, okay? You might have them do one mobility drill and the rest is really working on the serratus and lower trap stuff. So there's a couple of options with that. You could have them do self-moves. Okay, so she's going to act like me at home. So you're going to say, find the breastbone, come just off of it, go a little bit above that, and under those fingers are going to be a couple of ribs. And you're going to breathe in, and as you exhale, you're going to pull your ribs and rotate your whole body around. Give it a big rotation. Aim this shoulder down to the table. Keep going. Come on, pull, pull. Yes. And then release. You're going to walk this hand up a little bit. Inhale again. Exhale and turn. This hand is giving her some leverage. Big pull. Come on, push into that cage. There it is. Come back. Take this hand, go up a little higher. So in between the two breaths now. Good. Inhale here. Exhale. Big pull. Good. And then, so I don't get as specific with them about which one. Just have their hands go there. You're going to grab a couple of ribs at the same time. Okay. Go up a little higher now, right there. Inhale. Exhale and rotate. Big pull. Come on. Twist. There it is. Come on back. One more time. Just a little bit higher. And then on the exhale and pull. Go. Yes. Okay. So there's her self-mow. You might want to have her do both sides. You might just want to have her do only the side she's got the deficit on. From there, you might want to encourage some thoracic mobility. So we might put a little ball or something here, or a pillow. Will you grab me that? Something for her to squeeze onto, or a yoga brick, or a towel roll. Just to feel like she's engaging the inner thighs, because that's going to target her transverse abdominis to fire, which then it'll brace her so she can get into her thoracic spine. So what we're going to do is what's called a reach and roll. You're going to reach this hand upside down, and we do that for a reason, because the ribs spin and turn. You're going to drag this arm across you, pulling from this segment. Then this segment, Kinsey, then this segment. Now start to twist your spine, rotating segment by segment by segment until that elbow is down. Then extend that hand and reach over that way. And don't be afraid to follow with your head. Now you're going to fold onto your chest, go down, out this hand, reach past the hand, upside down twist, reach. So she reaches. Now you're going to pull back, using here like a bow and arrow, pulling. Start to twist. Think of your one vertebra, then the next, turn the hand, yes. And that's what we call a reach and roll. Come here, out the body, down, twisting. Pull back, use this. Get her to use her retractors. And then open and reach. There it is. So I do like 3 on one side. And then depending if she needs it on the other side, I'll do it. But if she doesn't need it on the other side, you don't do it on the other side. Okay? It's okay in PT to only do things unilaterally. You don't always have to do the other side. Okay? So that's what's called a reach and roll. You can also do a long thoracic motion. So a long lever. Squeeze lightly on the pillow. Take the arm up to the ceiling. Look at it. Set your scapula, and now rotate as a unit, the whole spine. Go, 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 go. Keep going, and then wherever she gets, her job is eventually to get that arm on the floor, and then she comes on back. So I might do 3 long arm ones where she's got to set her scapula and really twist from the spine. Okay, so that's a little bit of homework. Lay on your back. Another piece of homework that I use, I'm trying to think if it's in there. I'll do a QL stretch, arms out. You're going to tip this leg this direction. Allow it to stretch through the QL to create mobility here, okay, if there's an issue with the lower junction. And then she switches those legs up. And she tips heavy over this way. Little nip. And then come on back. Okay, so I throw that in the mix. The other thing up here that you saw, I didn't do it for her. Let's use D because he had this too. Okay, so we're going to use that table. So this is a functional test that I use. Okay, so if they're laying, you're going to come lay here, D. You need a space. Sometimes what I'll do is, like in this photo, I just throw a yoga mat down and I have them do it on the floor because we really do need a good amount of space. So you're going to come down this way. Yep. Good. Good. Maybe even a little bit more. Just want to make sure. Yep, good. Okay. So what we're going to do here, knees are at 90, roughly, 60 to 90. One arm is here. And what we're going to ask this arm to do is, you know what, let's move you back a little, D. Yeah. Is it's going to stay connected to the floor all the way around, okay? So we're going to see, D, if you can reach your fingertip, your arm, and you keep your fingertips, and now at the top, rotate it out and start turning your spine, and see if you can keep your fingertips on the whole time.
It's really hard.
Yeah, it's really hard. You see how he leaves, but then he rejoins back with the floor. You see that? So this is a nice little test. Do it one more time. Come around. It's called a shoulder circle. And in theory, we should all be able to do this. Fingertips down. Usually once they get right there, something happens in that upper quadrant that doesn't allow them to keep fingertips. You see he leaves and then he joins back. Okay? So there's a couple things that could be going on. Rib cage and T-spine, what we just saw on Kinsey. Pecs, you might see lat or QL. Something's blocking this lengthening motion, okay? So you would have to go in to determine who's doing that. I tend to start right here at the ribs and the T-spine. If I want him to go more that way, I'm going to come up and I'm going to do my rib cage that way. I'm going to come from the back and create my left rotation. Exactly what we just did. I might then come in, maybe I need to needle or massage pecs, QL, lat, or maybe roll on a lacrosse ball, free it up a little bit. Maybe I need to do a little cat and cow to open up that thoracic junction where QL attaches. Maybe we need to do a few lat stretches before we do this. But it'll tell you what you need to give them for homework or what you might need to do on the person. So if I see that happening, that's another indicator I'm going to go and do what I just did. Okay? Plus, we know D also had, put your chin there, he also had that issue where he can't touch. So these go hand in hand, okay? That test and this test will improve by just mobilizing the rib cage. Front on one side, back on the other, okay?